I'd be curious to see what other people want to see. So like our people that are watching our channel, like what do you want to see more of? Like everybody's gonna say burnouts and all that stuff. Look, we're running a business here. We ain't got time to be out doing burnouts every week. I ain't got money for tires unless y'all can give me tires. I will burn out and blow up every tire y'all want to send me. Like unreasonable requests will be denied. But like if you want to see Keenan TIG weld and exhaust up more, or if you want to see some more of Blake's helpful hints and tips and tricks or whatever for being a good mechanic.
I'm not showing anybody my butthole, so stay tuned.
I've seen some debacle going on down in the comments section about this gold mic. Apparently some of you guys hate it. You keep saying get professional mics like this. Well, I hate to tell you, here's a dirty little secret. That's exactly what goes in here. Just slides right in like that, and then the windsock goes right underneath it, and it's the same thing that's on my hat. The only difference is nobody holds it steady to their mouth, and that's the problem. Safety first.
Safety only when the camera's around.
You're gonna cut this while holding the mic?
Yeah.
Let's see how dangerous this gets.
Leaning against my toolbox. Wish we had like a table you could work on.
Yeah, it would be nice if y'all had a fab table. I just figured I'd catch up with the old part-timer schedule.
Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of that, where's Canton at today?
Where is Ken? Did you fire him?
He's part-time.
Oh, he's part-time too? Oh, I see how it is. Y'all switch out on Thursdays.
Yeah. One of us has got to be gone on a Thursday.
Y'all have like a daddy daycare program?
Yeah.
Switch off?
Well, I guess you haven't seen the truck. I'm just doing the exhaust on it.
Yeah, we have not seen the service truck, but you've got the Dana 60 installed?
Blake and Casey did the rear end, so I can't take credit for that. I just kind of looked at it. But I welded on the traction bar mounts, put those on so we get the traction, which the old exhaust used to come right here, right in the way of that, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm going over the axle and under the box right there. So just about got it done today. It's got to be done today. Doing the hangers on the rear. That's hot. Sorry.
This is an accurate reaction for when it's hot.
Yeah, that rear end looks pretty nice under there.
Yeah, it looks stout now. I don't think he's gonna have any issues with that.
No, hopefully not, because he's gonna be pulling a trailer to Tennessee with it, and it'll probably be the first time they test it and on the trip, so see how that goes.
I'm just curious to see if it whines or not. I kind of hope it whines a little, just enough to annoy him.
Yeah, but then we'll be back in here working on it.
Yeah, well then we'll have a video for the next week.
True. I did this yesterday. Justin's rear axle, we shortened it. If you can go through the maze. Shortened it 3 1/4 inches on each side, and so now it'll fit them big lip rims.
Is that an 8.8?
It's a 12 bolt.
Oh, 12, Chevy, yeah.
Yeah, Chevy 12 bolt. Measured the axles, which I've never measured axles for, really never measured axles, and then I had to do it on a C-clip, which have to be damn near perfect. And
he should have got rid of that.
A little stressful.
That's the best thing I did on mine. I just recently learned all about straight axles and having to measure for
getting
them.
the new ends with
I got the new ends for the 9-inch and the big bearing. I love it.
We already had the brakes that are specific to the truck, so you'd have to buy a whole new disc brake kit, which... Well, yeah, I mean, whatever.
Man up, show truck or nothing. No, I'm just kidding.
At this point...
I feel the pain.
Yeah, no, we just reused the old ends, moved them in 3 1/4, and ordered axles yesterday, so we'll see when they get here.
So what kind of size wheels are we looking at fitting under there?
They're actually over here.
Oh, are they?
Just have to...
I figured if you're shortening, it's going to be to fit some meat.
Yeah, they're over here.
Sorry about the shaky camera work, having to walk through this.
We have got too much stuff here.
Yeah, dude. I'm used to y'all having it aired out by Thursday. I'm having to like climb and crawl through stuff and try not to break anything expensive.
But those three trucks will be gone Monday when they go, so we'll have 3 vehicles less, which will be a lot better. But it's these bad dogs right here.
Oh, are those
Intro.
Yeah, the intro.
20 by 12, I think. So
20 by 12.
So yeah, they look good on there. We kind of sort of mocked it up with the old bed, or the new bed. Looks old because it's not painted. We were going to, I think they got it prepped for the inside to be painted this week, so I guess when Casey gets back it'll be painted, and get the truck back over here, get the axles in there, and hopefully they bolt in. And what else we gotta do? We gotta finish the rest of the truck. We never totally finished it, so it needs exhaust and a good once over, because I'm sure there's a bunch of loose bolts and whatever else when we told him to take it to his shop. And yeah, I guess that's what I've done this week. Last week I was at the beach, not here.
Yeah, that's a good thing. It's always a good thing when you don't have to be somewhere where I come in on a Thursday to stick a camera in your face with no notice and ask you what you're up to.
Yeah, no, I'm not prepared this week, so I probably did more than that. I'll act like I did at least, so.
Yeah.
I did a ton of work this week and last week, so yeah, just too much I can't even remember.
Yeah, there comes a point where you do so much that you start to forget, because you're looking ahead.
Yeah, I'm not looking back.
Exactly.
That's old news, so.
Yeah.
That's all I got from me, so.
This has been another Thursday update with Keenan.
Yep. Time to go into the body shop.
Oh, I heard y'all outside the door. Don't be getting all quiet and gun shy. I heard you, Nick. Your voice carries. You're like a baritone, so you know. All right, we're here inside the paint booth catching up with Nick.
All right. So Monday, Tuesday, we worked on wet sanding this bed on a 69 Chevy. This is Justin's bed. This took 1.5 days really, but inside and out.
Wow, man.
It's gonna get painted very, very soon. I know Casey's going to this show next week, but it's in here, it's ready to get painted. We did the doors on the 56. We got them re-primed, and then we've been working on the hood and anything inside jams for the 56. So yeah, it's been a busy week. I'll do a pocket check. I brought another spider coat. It's the PM2 Crew Wear.
Man, that one looks nice.
Micarta.
I like that grip.
Yeah, it's a nice bud. Yeah, it's been busy.
Yeah, did you say you and Chase knocked out that bed in a day and a half?
Yeah.
Wow.
It took 2 dudes, a day and a half. We finished after lunch on Tuesday, but I got a little suntan. Yeah.
It looks good, man.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
And now we're working on the hood. I finished 220, I'll show you.
Yeah.
So Wednesday and today, I bodyworked all the edges and then 220'd and then 320'd the inside. So it's gonna get sprayed, poly the sides, and then bodywork them from there. So, and now I'm working on this little glove box.
I saw you doing some fine finger sanding.
Yeah, this is the inside of the 56 glove box. So
the inside of the glove box?
it's gonna look nice.
Wow, that's going the extra mile there.
That's right, yeah. That's about it for this week.
Well, cool, man. Good catching up.
Yeah, you too.
You look like you're having so much fun there.
Oh yeah, having a blast.
Dude, that is gnarly.
Yeah,
Like all these little detail spots that you're sanding out.
it's what we do here at Casey's Paint Shop. We go the extra mile.
Yeah, I'd say so, man. That
Yeah, I did all the seams where the deck lid skin even folds over. Those are all nice and flat. Got all the spot welds taken out. This is actually going to be covered with interior all right here, but we couldn't let it leave the shop looking like how it did. This is for the 56 BelAir too.
Oh yeah, I guess we shouldn't state that. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm about done, just finishing up, making sure there's no filler where there don't need to be filler, and this will be off to poly just like the hood and the glove box compartment. This is about 2.5 days, which
Wow.
it may seem like crazy for this, but just how small sanding I have to do and how detailed it has to be in the taping to just get it right.
Yeah, that's some real show car stuff right
Oh
there.
yeah, oh yeah. If you go look at a car show and you look at those seams, be like, okay, those have been done. It's gonna be real nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's your special project going?
Man, it's a challenge to be honest. So I'm painting all plastic, and so it's all brand new plastic, and he did use plastic shine and stuff like that. So I actually had a reaction to my first coat. So with the help of KC and the people over at RM, trying to get it handled out, but I got the second coat laid last night. It looks good. So hopefully next week.
Cool.
I'm trying.
Hey, I mean, it's understandable.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
asking so nobody calls you out in the comments like,
Yeah.
we're just forgetting about Chase's project.
No, it'll be coming around. I just had a little experiment. with
Cool,
it.
man. Hey,
So,
we all run into those roadblocks
oh,
where
yeah.
you got to learn.
It's a
to
learning
just-
curve.
Yeah.
But now I know if I do another one. So if anybody else wants a Riker done,
There
I
you
know
go.
how to do it now.
Well, cool, man. Well, we'll
Yeah.
catch up with you next week.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, so we're here with the most infamous employee at Casey's Paint Shop.
Still got a job.
Still got a job,
And-
even leaning up on the paint job of the $1 million F100.
It's just an old hot rod.
Yeah, just an old
Just
farm
an old-
truck.
Just an old work truck. It don't run.
Don't run.
It's just a paperweight right
It's just
now.
a paperweight.
So yeah, I'm waiting. Been checking my emails today. Haven't had any lucrative job offers yet.
Just give it a little bit. We didn't even put your email on the video, so
Yeah, that's right.
that may be part of the problem.
That's right.
What is the email, by the way?
Mystery Boy 2000 at no, I'm just kidding.
Mystery.
I always feel like a weirdo telling people my email, and it's nothing crazy. It's BlakeGAslin@yahoo.com, but it's just because it's a Yahoo.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
What do you mean you don't have a Gmail?
no, I do. I have I mean, it's funny you say that because I have like 5 of them because I've been getting free trials on YouTube TV to watch the Dallas Maverick playoffs.
Oh, nice.
And anything that I want to watch on TV, I'm just too cheap to buy a subscription. So I just register another email for another free trial.
There you go. Fair enough, man. Got to play the system.
That's right, man. That's right. Soon I'm going to run out of emails.
Just use ChatGPT for endless email accounts.
So, man, dude, this week's been crazy. I'm sure you've heard all the guys run through or Keenan, like what we've done on the service truck.
Yes.
So that's just been just wild, man.
Yeah, it looks like you put in a lot of work getting that
Yeah.
rear end, and I'm sure it wasn't easy.
Yeah. Well, Casey's always like, it'd be real quick, dude. And just, 10 minutes or whatever.
Just this heavy hunk of steel that we've got to securely bolt up.
And then we just run into parts issues or something that a problem that comes up today, earlier this morning, and parts won't be here till 4, which I think is 4 o'clock now. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna work tomorrow. Come in and work tomorrow. We'll see. We still got to hook it up to the trailer, put test miles on it, break the rear end in. I'm sure you're not supposed to pull the trailer within the first probably 500 miles.
Was that? I thought that was hell hitting the roof for a second.
Oh no, it's probably my belt buckle hitting the tailgate. But let's see, what else? Man, this week is.
Well, I saw Buttermilk has wheels.
Yeah, dog, she's rolling.
She is, huh?
Yeah, we just those were that's trailer wheels that Luis was borrowing from me, who I borrowed from KC. Let me get that right. It took me a minute. But yeah, so we put the wheels on it and just rolled it around and put it on the lift. So, it's going slow.
I like it. I'm looking forward to seeing the comments from today's video that dropped. Because I put the whole section of, I know you hadn't had a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah.
But you got the whole segment talking out the project.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, need to work on our
Yeah, I need to
302 Wolfpack shirts.
Hell yeah.
Or hats or whatever.
Hell yeah.
All merch coming soon.
Ow! And I need to get some parts for that thing too. What else have I done? I haven't worked on any customer's car this week, just Casey's truck. Pull the transmission out of, put a new clutch in it, put that back in today, put the exhaust back on, got to put a new pinion seal in. Did all new brakes on the trailer, all 4 hubs. New brakes on the service truck. What do we do? That doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. And painted everything. What's up, man? You never know. You got to be guarded around here too.
You definitely.
Yeah, man. I don't really have much. I feel like my mind's just gone blank.
It's all right. Hey, last week you carried quite the video.
Yeah.
Everybody else was like, they said a few things like 30 seconds worth, and they're like, that's all I got. And I'm like, that's
Yeah.
okay. That's perfect because there's an imbalance here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Did a rattle can powder coat job on these rotors for my service truck today,
looks good.
I guess.
Well, you got that downdraft helping you out. It's a benefit.
Good thing I have it. So how was your day so far? What have you done?
What have I done? I've been
What have
busy.
you done?
Been busy.
You come here every week and ask me what I've done. I'd be curious to see what you've done.
Well, I've just been editing all week long, really, video after video. Then I finally got to yours last night. Realized, man, this is a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be.
So you're the reason why it didn't drop at midnight?
Yeah, exactly. I got done with it at 2:30 this morning, so.
Yeah, I woke up at like 3:30 or 4 o'clock or whatever and saw it, and I was like, I'll watch it. And then I woke back up at 4:30 or whatever to get ready to come to work. I sat there and watched it. I was like, I wonder if he's up.
No, I went to bed immediately after I finished because I like to get up early on a normal-ish schedule, meaning like before 8 o'clock.
How'd that work out today?
It was good. I was up at 8. I mean, I got to get some hours of sleep.
How many do you require?
At least 4.
4. I can do like 5 to 6. I'm pretty good.
That's what I like to be. But like if I have to, I can 4.
Do a pull of 4.
I don't know if I'm at that age anymore where I can pull off 2-hour nights or
No,
all-nighters.
I'm not.
I have no
can't-
interest.
We do it for SEMA, and it works out. But dude, it takes me a while to recover from SEMA. Like when we drove my 48 in Luke's truck to SEMA, I think I spent that whole week just recovering. I think the whole week was recovering.
I can believe it.
Barely even went to the show. Getting ready for the Tennessee show. Of course, I was like, we got plenty of time. Kind of SEMA crunched my service truck here back together. We've all been working all week, and then we decided to do a couple different things on it. We went all the way out the back with the exhaust.
Yeah, I was just checking that out.
Yeah, Keenan's killing it. Looks good. I'm curious to see how it's going to sound. It's always had, since we built it, it's had them echo tips on
Really?
the side of the bed.
That whole rear end setup looks great back there.
Man, I'm very happy with the way all of it's gone together. Like, it honestly exceeded my expectations of what we were doing with it.
Well, hold on, you hadn't driven it yet. Just wait till it's.
Looks-wise.
Yeah. Let's say we'll see how it winds on the highway. You'll find out.
Oh, Blake built it. It'll whine. What?
What do you say?
He said, don't talk too early about your rear end. He said, I bet it'll whine. He said, it might whine. I said, it's going to whine. She going to whine. Mine did it at 60. I hope this one does it at like 35, because I'm never at 35. But I was pretty consistently felt like I was at 60 on the last. How dangerous does that look?
Well, is it comfortable for you to carry? We should. Yeah, she's swing that way.
No worries, just a $500,000 truck.
If you walk backwards,
Maybe.
As Casey said, it's just an old hot one.
Just don't pick up. Blake's going to be the one to hit it with the collector back there on the backside. He's not even looking at it. Turn around so we don't hit nothing except the truck. He was trying to make sure he didn't hit the refrigerator. It looked like more than he was worried about my truck.
Well,
I keep my lunch in there.
I think it's barely registering your audio, by the way.
Barely registering.
Yeah, you got to be like close to it, like the whole time, and you weren't talking very loudly either. So
Is that better?
you wanted to live the mic life.
Does it sound better now?
Yeah.
I'll just work like this.
Yep.
So I still have both hands.
Yeah. ASMR.
But service truck's been doing good. Finding parts for that thing, I was angry. Can't find nothing. So it's got dual calipers.
You can't find anything for a 1974 F. Is that 250, 350?
F250.
250.
But the front end is the dual caliper, or the dual piston calipers, which apparently was more rare than single piston. So finding like the slides and everything has been interesting. There's not a whole lot of options on brake pads. I think the ones that we got are just ground up horse manure and brake grinding dust or whatever, because
You said they didn't work worth a dang.
they didn't. And for like $16, I don't trust it a whole lot, so.
But you paid $16 for the pads?
For the pads, dude.
Oh, those are probably like OE, straight like sitting on
No.
NOS back on
They're-
somebody's shelf.
They came in a brown box. It says made somewhere else, and the part number is D20. That's all we got.
Did you
So-
order it on Shein?
No, it came from O'Reilly. So we will see how well those work. That was on it before. That's the same brake pads that were on it before that smoked the other rotors. So I'm hoping that these will be okay, at least for this one trip. I found some Raybestos brake, but they're like a semi-metallic brake pad.
Yeah.
But I can't get them before we leave. So I figure these brake pads will be better than the ones that were on it. Like if we even had to change rotors, like if you look at that rotor next to you, the son of a gun is blue, man. We got them so hot going down in the mountains that they turned blue. So I think that's a bad thing. So
Yeah.
I figured, so there's a couple things. Either we heat treated and forged to those, or we weakened them. I'm gonna go with weakened. So new rotors. We put new bearings, seals, everything front and back, new shocks, brake hoses. Did Willwood master cylinder, dual diaphragm, brake booster. It's got about 70% new brake lines on it. It all stopped nice. It stopped really nice, to be honest with you, even with those ling-longs of pads that were on it.
Are those brakes?
The ling-longs?
I never looked up. I got a little confused.
Ling-Long's
I
a
started
real
editing
tire.
that video. It is a real tire?
Yeah.
Or is it like a Dookie tire? Is that why you were...
It's a tire that comes that says made somewhere else.
Oh, I see. So it's questionable.
Extremely. Would you trust a tire called Ling-Long?
No.
Kind of makes me nervous.
Definitely doesn't sound like it's made in America.
I agree. Oh, I scratched our mic because I had it in there. Look at
I
that.
knew you were going to do that.
know.
Now you got to repaint it.
Time to change color. Put long bars on the service truck this time. Did you see those?
Mm-hmm.
Built long bars for it.
Already got the B-roll.
We got Roadster, or not Roadster, the Ride Tech R joints on each end of it. It's like inch and a half DOM, 120 wall, I think is what it is. Plenty strong.
That's stout.
Yeah, got them little yellow belly shocks front and back. I don't know if it's gonna ride any better. We put polyurethane bushings on the radius arms. When you hit a bump on this thing, it kind of felt like the front end vibrated on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all rebuilt with everything polyurethane that we could. At the time, that was like during COVID, we couldn't get radius arms, so we put polyurethane radius arm bushings in it. So I'm hoping that'll help with some of that in the front. Now the brakes will be good. Blake and Steve worked on the service trailer, or the show trailer this week too. So took it all apart. It's got new brakes on the service trailer, had those turned, new bearings and seals. They were smoked from going down the mountain too. Like we killed the brakes. We were underbraked it.
Through all those like Arizona passes. Did you come back on like 40 or whatever going through like Flagstaff? Or no, you
Yeah,
said you
but
took a different route,
Devil's
right?
Highway.
Yeah, you were taking a
It was
scenic route.
Yeah, it said nothing over 40 feet.
You were
Our
like-
trailer's 40 feet. I'm like, we got this. It was sketchy. They're pretty crazy. We get to the top of the mountain and the locals were driving down. They're like, you're going up? We're like, yeah. They're like, okay. They're like, you should probably turn around. That's what they were telling us.
Wow.
And I was like, that's even more reason to proceed. We appreciate it. So we did the whole trip up there. Philip drove. He went all the way up the mountain. On the way to Dino's, we smoked the brakes. The controller went out. The brake controller went out. So all we were on was those made somewhere else D20 pads in the front, stopping that whole rig with a truck in it. And we're coming down the mountain, and Philip's tripping, calls me, he says, dude, I got no brakes. We're coming down a tunnel coming into Phoenix area, and going through the tunnel, he kind of comes down and starts sloping to the right. He calls, he said, I got no brakes. I said, put it in the sand trap. And he's coming down, he's hauling. I'm trying to stay in front of him just enough to see what's going on, and he got it stopped probably 30 yards from the sand trap. We sat there for a while, let the brakes cool down, and then got it down to the bottom of the mountain. When we got there at Dino's last year, after that we went to an RV place and found another brake controller. It's a progressive brake controller, which is nice. So it helped on the way home, but obviously the front brakes at that point were completely shot. I mean, you can see the bluing in them. Like all this is all burn marks. How hot they got. Look out here. You see that blue?
Yep.
That's how hot those were. So we decided not to run them hot boys this time. I didn't want to turn them. I've never felt a rotor that felt like that before. It almost feels like it's clean and it almost feels greasy.
Oof. Yeah, it looks like that heat just drew everything out of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that. So, hoping this go around it'll be a lot better. We got a better brake controller. Now we got disc brakes on the rear too, which with that Willwood setup, it'll have a proportioning valve on it that we can like actually adjust for ourselves. So we'll test it and see, like, you know, because usually you got what 70-80% of your front brakes and they use very little of your back. When we start pulling the trailer, we'll test it out, and then maybe we can give it a little more back, so everything, you know, all 8 tires on the ground will hopefully be working to help stop it, which I think will obviously help a lot. But other than that, man, we didn't really work on anything else. You know, this is gonna be a question for the audience, so we'll see. I don't read very many comments.
I guess I'll look for it.
When we did, when we were on Fast and Loud, one thing that everybody told us, like the producers and all that stuff, they said, you know, just do yourself a favor and don't read comments, because people are just 9 times out of 10, I feel like people are just out of line. Like they just, you know, what's that Mike Tyson thing? People got too comfortable disrespecting people online.
Although I will say, mostly with your channel and other channels that I've experienced, 9 out of 10 people are usually in line. It's just the 1 out of the 10 that's, you're not gonna please everybody, but you know,
No, you
I just read it for entertainment.
If somebody doesn't understand what's going on, or they don't care what we're doing anyways,
Yeah.
why am I trying to convince them to think otherwise? You know what I mean? So I'm just like, whatever. Man, I can't really think of a whole lot more. We had a good week though. Right now we are in Tennessee.
Pigeon Forge.
And
Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
F100 Nationals.
F100 Grand National F100
Grand
show
National.
in Pigeon Forge. So come by and see us. We're here today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Come get a shirt or a hat or a sticker, or show me pictures of your cars or something.
Yeah.
If they're cool. If they're not cool, don't show them. Just kidding. Just kidding. I like everything. All right, y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.